My name is Ashley, and this is Let's Talk Dispatch.
I do. You're gonna do it. Do it really well.
And I believe the world needs more dispatchers.
Around in the mud, blood, and
plus
beer.
years that I'm not working 4th of July. 4th of July.
Saying community policing, right? What about community dispatching?
So on this show, with the help of my guests, we will educate, empower, and support the heroes behind the headset.
Right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode here on Let's Talk Dispatch with me, Ashley, the Raspy Dispatcher. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably noticing that it's a little different today. You're not seeing my face. In fact, we are actually watching a memorial video during this episode. We'll be taking this time today to talk about an officer who on June 19, 2019 was shot and killed in the line of duty. This memorial video was played during her service. It was the first officer I have lost in my career, and I hope that I never have to attend another funeral for an officer ever again. When this happened, I worked at a larger agency, and I never met this officer. In fact, she was fresh out of the academy, had just graduated 6 months prior to this incident. I can't tell you how much this loss resonated with me. I remember how long this night was, listening to her and to watch be broadcasted coming through my own headset, watching my coworker give it. There's something about being a 911 dispatcher that we talk about a bit, but there really is a sense of responsibility that is tied to making sure every single soul makes it home. And when that doesn't happen, whether it be worst case scenario, in Tara's case, or just simply someone being injured, it really weighs heavy with dispatchers. It's that sense of lack of control. You know, we're on the phone, we're over the radio, we are doing everything we can to help, to send the right help, to get people there as quickly as possible, but we don't physically respond to these scenes. I can't put my hands on an officer who's been injured or, provide CPR or, my job, my role is to make sure people know where to go, that location is accurate, and to send the proper help. And when situations happen and people lose their lives, it weighs heavy on us. It weighs heavy on every officer at that department. It weighs heavy on every dispatcher. It weighs heavy on the family, so on and so forth. But every year, June 19th, we take the time to remember this person who impacted this community, this department, in such a grand way, in such a short amount of time. I remember being at the memorial service and everyone who knew her talking about how much she just wanted to be a cop, how much she loved the Sacramento Police Department, how much she loved serving the community. And again, in law enforcement in general, we need people like Tara, wearing the uniform, representing the badge, affecting these communities that they're serving in such a positive way. And even though her time was very short in this role in her life, it was so impactful. I know her life impacted me. I know it impacted my coworkers, the department as a whole, in the community of Sacramento. On June 19th, 2019, The Sacramento Police Department received a call regarding a disturbance between a male and a female. Officers made contact with the involved female at a residence. While trying to help that female gather her belongings, the officers found that the suspect's front door of the main residence was barricaded and unable to be opened. Believing that the suspect may possibly be at the home, the officers tried to locate him. They moved to the backyard of the residence and approached a detached garage. Once at the door of this garage, at approximately 6:10 p.m., the officers were ambushed from behind and were fired upon by a high-powered rifle. Officer O'Sullivan was hit by gunfire at this time. She was struck multiple times by rifle rounds, and one injury was non-survivable. Throughout this incident, the suspect fired sporadically at officers for more than 4 hours, from 6:10 p.m. to 10:29 p.m. on at least 30 separate occasions. Officer O'Sullivan succumbed to her injuries after being transported to the hospital. The suspect was booked into the Sacramento County Main Jail on charges related to the murder of Officer O'Sullivan. This is a reality in this line of work. The units that we dispatch out, the folks that we see in the hallway every day, they're signing up for a job that literally puts their life in danger. As dispatchers, it's our job to make sure everybody goes home. And when that doesn't happen, those are hard days. I know from witnessing that memorial service, hearing the way Tara's family spoke about her, that she accomplished so many things in life that she set out to do, and her impact on the Sacramento Police Department, on the community that she served in Sacramento, is still being felt to this day. Tara, thank you so much for your service and the impact you've had on my life and my career.
Detail 28, control. Detail 28, Officer O'Sullivan. Detail 28, Officer O'Sullivan. Detail 28, Officer O'Sullivan isn't answering. Sacramento Police Officer Tara O'Sullivan, badge 349. We honor your sacrifice and thank you for your service to the citizens of Sacramento. We are forever grateful. Officer Tara O'Sullivan is end of watch, June 19th, 2019. Your watch is ended. We'll take it from here. You will never be forgotten.
Thank you for listening to Let's Talk Dispatch podcast. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you're interested in becoming a guest on the show, or maybe even submitting your own story, you can do all that and more at theraspydispatcher.com. Until next time, stay raspy.